toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by... The Trojans will kick it off to get us underway. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Utah Utes offense will go to work first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Breaks into the open. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Sparks. It's complete to the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Looking downfield on first down. Right on the money. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got the tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Off play action. Lets it go to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. From the gun on third down. Touchdown, Utah! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. An 84-yard drive there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. So USC's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll leave it with him. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying play action. Finds his tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Trojans have this offense rolling.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. Fires left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The play action fake. Catch in the middle. It's Martin. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that 1st down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, the ground game. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. And the Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw, it's Sparks. Fires to the tight end. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Wide receiver going in motion. Calls his own number. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. field.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've been great on third down. Now to finish the deal on first and goal. He wants to throw it. Get it out on the screen. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Utes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Tennessee is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These Vols have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Clemson. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period, first down here. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Got his man downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line.
Well, he hauls that pass in. Big play for the offense. The Trojans have had such a history at this receiver position, right? You go back to Mike Williams, Keyshawn Johnson, Juju, and then Jordan Addison. There's always a playmaker on the perimeter of the field for the quarterback to take advantage of, and they've got to keep feeding this guy the football. He is dangerous.
The inside handoff. Can't get him to the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snap it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. This is why Rice-Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And you don't see that often when you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. No hesitation formation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. There he goes. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Utes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Sparks. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. They've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
And the Utes will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Give to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Leaves it with the running back. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker missing the hole before getting moved.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Gets it out quickly. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Martin. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They just keep firing. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. The Utes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, it just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Trojans want to crank the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Through the air, it's Hawkins. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing right. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Balls it in. Turning it on. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Utes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, it's Sparks. Got the back over the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Utes will send out the punt unit. No fair catches here, looking for room. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Easy completion on the shuffle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. That's caught, it's Brown. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Power football with the run. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He's loose on the left. Ripping through the defense. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've been calling a lively one so far from Salt Lake City. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
And the Utes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. To the air, it's Hawkins. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Back to pass on second down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They want to throw it. He's got him. He'll be stopped just a little short of that 25-yard line, and now they have a decision to make on fourth down. Got his man quickly. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, USC. And that one will give them the lead.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Southern Miss is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by a field goal over Memphis. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now on first down from the 28. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
The Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Sparks. Pressure coming. Stands in and takes the hit. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
And, guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. The Trojans in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. wants to pass. He's got his man. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Back to pass. It's Hawkins. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Trojans will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Sweet spin, and he's free. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing yardage on those last 2 runs, you know they've got to throw it here on 3rd and 15. He's going to throw deep right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. Hauls it in at the 25. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Trojans decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Back to throw, it's Sparks. Spins away from the defense. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Just feeds the running back. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Line gets set. First down. Out of the gun. The inside handoff to the running back. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Utes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking for room, it's Kruger. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. The hand to the running back. Still on his feet at the 45. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Working that left side now. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got his man across the middle. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And this one sails through just inside that left upright.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Looking downfield, it's Sparks. It's complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give to the running back from the shotgun. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's high. And they swarm him under. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. They'll try to run for it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's second and long. They go to the ground. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Trojans will hustle to the line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
I got to be honest, I don't know if I've ever seen a defense contain this quarterback the way this defense has in this game today. Multiple sacks. They have been so disruptive. Multiple guys up front winning their one-on-ones, and you got to give the D coordinator a ton of credit. He has dialed up the perfect plays in the perfect moments, and they have made this guy's life a living nightmare today.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Breaks into the open. And he'll be smacked to the ground. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Quickly out to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's high. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. And the Utes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Soft spot in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Defense.
How many times do you think they're going to run that one back in film study? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Utes want to move quickly.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up on tempo.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Got his man. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. They got him. It's That's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
And after failing to get that fourth down, it is basically desperation point now. Their defense has to come up with a quick takeaway or at least get a fast 3 and out to give themselves a chance to crawl back into this one.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. To throw, it's Hawkins. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Touchdown, Trojans! Quick strike through the air for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. He'll set up to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's high. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds the tight end. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Back to pass, it's Sparks. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Oh, he got loose. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And it's nice to play defense when you know it's a passing situation. They've got to throw the football. They don't have another option. You could tell they took advantage of that, played great D, broke on the football, and forced the INT and put one nail in the coffin.
And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation.